dancers, welcome to my show.
Today we're going to be at the Naval Aviation Museum in Pensacola, Florida.
Enjoy!
And thanks for being with us.
There's a brand new Blue Angel there, or one that they put in. There's a Tomcat from Top Gun.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, they're pilots, statues of pilots from the First World War, Second World War, Korea, Vietnam. That's what they wore their flight suits. This is where the airplanes land on the carriers. And this is its number. This is number 4. CV means aircraft carrier, and number 4.
What are these?
Those are boats.
What?
Little boats that they lower over the side. Right. Well, this is a very old aircraft carrier. It's called the Ranger. This is a newer one, and this is carrier number 7. Look how big it is.
This is a modern one.
That one's so big.
This is named after a president named Reagan, Ronald Reagan. And
Ronald?
And these are the jets. That's right, named after your dad. We named this carrier after your dad. We call it Ron.
Adora, think a moment how big those planes are in real life. And then think
How
about...
big this is.
Yes.
Airplane is like that Blue Angel out there. See the airplane inside? Okay, that's a...
This just goes up to,
This goes all the way up, and then they move them forward. So the elevator, instead of being in the middle of the carrier, is on the side. On these old carriers, if an airplane landed over here and it didn't stop, it would crash into these. That's why the new carriers have what they call an angle. If you'll notice, where they land and where they take off is the same deck.
Okay.
So on the old carriers, they used to put up barriers. The airplane is supposed to come down and hook its tail onto what they call a wire.
Okay.
And nowadays they have 4 wires, and you want to hit number 4 or number 3. You want to hit number 3 wire. But when they come down in the Second World War, if these were parked here and they were landing this way, and the pilot couldn't get the airplane stopped because his hook didn't catch, it crashed into all of these.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why when you look at this one, just from here. See the angle there?
Ah, yes,
So
now I see
all the
it.
airplanes would be stored on the straight deck,
Okay.
and so you don't have those collisions anymore.
So the angle ductors, these
They
white
take
lines.
off and they
Okay.
land like this.
And then they're stored over there.
so cool.
This was a late modification, but somebody figured it out. Called the angle deck. And it was the
Okay.
smartest thing they ever did. Those are guns.
What are those
The
things
little things,
in the
Okay,
basket?
the little gray things are,
In the basket.
I see that. That is a good question. What are they? I know what they are. I think they're ammunition shells for these guns.
Wow.
These are 40 millimeter guns. But see those little rafts? Those are life rafts, and you can put in that thing probably 20 men, maybe
Wow.
15. This is where all the people and the captain is on the bridge. This is called the bridge up here. These are torpedo bombers right here. See?
What is that from?
That is humongous. How big are regular propellers?
It's 27,000 pounds.
This is so humongous.
Isn't that big?
You can touch it, Adora.
There you go.
This is so.
Now you're in, that's where the jet brings its air in. This is an F4, and that air makes the engine go. Okay? See that?
Are you inside an airplane?
I'm inside the
You're inside the
aircraft.
jet. Just don't take off. Okay, that's all right.
So many.
And this is called an ejection seat.
I think I would need to know how to read before I take it.
Take up, you have to know all of these switches. Sometimes when they test the pilots, they put a blindfold on them and they have to know how to feel where the switch is. It's called a blindfold check.
Like there's, I don't think hardly anyone in the class gets it. You're
Well,
fine.
hold on to that, the stick, babe. It's not.
Look,
Hey viewers, this is what it looks like inside an airplane. Well, where the driver is though. Not the whole airplane, but where the driver is. That button.
Off emergency fuel boost pump.
that's to give it the gas.
This is to give it gas?
Yeah. Well, it controls, controls
that's
the fuel
cool.
flow.
So you'd have to like flip it up?
Yeah. These buttons are for trimming the airplane and also for firing the guns. Let's say the engines stop, okay? All the engines stop. Then you want to, and you can't get them started, then unless you can glide it back into the airfield, and in these jets it's not recommended, you punch out, as it's called, and you pull on that, and the seat goes up. And then the seat has a little strap in the back that pushes you out of the seat, and your parachute opens, and the seat falls away. We don't care about the seat anymore. And then the parachute opens.
Oh, so the seat that I'm sitting on would just fall off?
It falls off. You would have a strap over you like this,
Like
and
a
it
seatbelt.
pushes you out of the seat. The
Okay.
seat goes that way, and all you care about is your parachute. And it will open, and you will be down. Years ago, you had to be up a certain height above the ground. Now they have 0-0 seats, meaning you could be sitting here right now, not even moving, and the airplane catches fire. 0-0, 0 altitude, 0 airspeed. It will shoot you up, get rid of the seat, and you will have about 3 swings, but you'll be okay and you'll land. Unless you sprain your ankle and hit the ground.
Right, that's better than
0-0
blowing up.
ejection seats.
Will
They
it shoot you?
save thousands of pilots.
With 0-0, I would assume it doesn't shoot you straight up. Does it shoot you kind of away?
Well, you kind of go up in that way because the airplane
Okay.
will be moving forward, but you go like that, and you can see videos. We may have one down here. Where we can show
Okay,
you a
we'll check it
video.
out.
But there's 0-0. It's a pilot's lifesaver, and it's saved many thousands of pilots over the years where otherwise they'd have to crash in the airplane.
Wow. Hello, where are you headed? You took down some enemies?
The great blue yonder.
Coming in, Adora. Help guide him in.
It's the Langley, CV number 1.
CV number 1, the
Number
Langley.
1, the Langley. And they flew these little biplanes off. And they came up with the basic idea of an elevator to bring them up from the hangar back to the sailors down there. Here's the comparison. Here's the Bush, number 77, one of the newest carriers. Look at the difference.
Wow.
It's something.
Slightly different in size.
This had to have ran on bunker oil, black oil. That runs on nuclear. We have a nephew that was on one of these and was in the
Really?
nuclear propulsion jet. The lucky sharp kid. Got out of the Navy, but he was a nuclear power electric carrier. Cafe. That might be it. That's a mic.
What's your mission?
There's buttons for probably radios on this particular thing. This is a radar scope. This would be lit up at night or in the daytime and have all sorts of wires on it.
It shows us where to go. Would this show us where to go?
Yes, and all these other instruments tell you where to go. And here's look at this. This is like a windshield wiper on your car.
It just says windshield wiper control.
What is this?
That is that's throttles. See the T for throttle? This is pitch. This has propellers. Pitch. They control the motors on this airplane. They use this to track submarines and things. If you press on those, the tail moves, the rudder, like that. We don't see it on this, but in the airplane itself.
That's cool.
These are your landing gear indicators here, whether it's down or up. And when they go green, they're down when you're flying, meaning your wheels are down. So you can land.
How do you fly the airplane? It just only makes it go up. It just goes up and down.
Up and down, but this turns right and left. I think they have it locked, so nobody will break it. But it turns to the left and the right. The airplane banks. If I turn it this way, turn it to the right, well, it goes that way to the right. See, if I move this, when it moves, it would turn like this. And if I go that way with it, it would turn like this. This is like a compass. It tells you what direction you're going in. This is your airspeed right here, how fast you're going.
Right here?
And this is an instrument
Right
for
here.
landing. But that's what you have to learn. That's why you go through training on all these switches. And every airplane's a little different. But they all have instruments that tell you whether you're level or climbing or diving and what your speed is.
So like
All of
if one of the pilots like need to like talk to the crew, the other pilot can like.
Yes, and they wear headsets, and if in the back of the airplane there's somebody back there, they have a headset on with a little microphone, and they can talk. That's one of these buttons will activate that, and you can talk to the guy in the back.
What the pilot has to do to
Yes,
like.
the person sitting in this seat over here is the pilot in command. He is the pilot. He flies.
Or she.
The co-pilot is to help him or back him up if something happens. He can.
Or she.
Or she today. That's right. That's right. We have a lot of women pilots in the Air Force today, and a lot of them in fighters. See? When you see that on an airplane, it means there's a student pilot flying it. That's bright so that anybody on the ground can say, "Oh, that's a new pilot up there flying around." That's a training airplane, so they paint them in that color. They used to do in World War II, see the yellow? Mm-hmm. That was the high visibility, so you know that's a student up there flying that airplane.
So orange
and yellow, bright colors. See this yellow? That's right. That's a student. It's called a fledgling. It's an N2C Fledgling.
Awesome. I like it.
Silver Hawk Award. And this is what the Naval Aviator's wings look like.
I like this one. It's really
One of a kind. When you were looking at it, that's it. The SNJ, it's the last training aircraft before you Bearcat, the Panther, the Cougar, the Tiger, the F-4 Phantom, and the Skyhawk, which you're going to see up close here in a minute, and also the newest airplane that the Blue Angels fly.
The newest one.
The Hornet. Yeah, the Super Hornet now. That's the Hornet. Here's a cute one for you. See the green apple? This is the Yellow Peril. This is the one that they flew, that the students flew. All bright yellow. The inside of that's like a ship, like a warship.
Wow.
Wide corridors, red lights, classrooms, bunking areas. It's classy. And
And that's for 7th graders to.
7th to 12th grade.
Okay.
I've never seen too many seniors in the 12th, but I've seen a lot of 7th and 8th grade. And sat him in the cockpit of the thing that he flew in the war. And I guess he was so proud he decided to donate $2 or $3 million to help get that.
Wow.
And they were raising money to build it. The home front. Oh, you caught up. Wait till there he is.
Hello?
He's getting his tickets. Half price. Talk about a military discount. All right. Here it comes, right on top.
Bye, adventures. Thanks for watching.
If you guys would like to drop us a letter and say hi, please check in the description for our email, Instagram, and Facebook. We hope to hear from you. Bye.
Bye.